Welcome to Auction version 4, the event management software tool from Auction Systems. In this video, I will show you how to set up your cloud user account on a Mac computer. Auction Cloud is a subscription service from Auction Systems. With the purchase of cloud, named users on your team can access both Auction and your project via the internet from any computer, at home or at work. Because they can access the Auction application remotely, Mac users do not need to install Auction on their Macs, which is a good thing because this also means they do not need to partition a portion of their hard drive to run Windows, which would be required to install Auction locally. When you receive an email from Auction Systems with your user login and temporary password, go to https://cloud.auctionsystems.net. There will be a link to this site in the welcome email. This is the Cloud Sign-In page. Enter the username and password sent in the email and click Sign In. The first time you click Sign In, you will see a red warning right here that the password has expired, and it will say click here to change the password. When you click the word here, you will be redirected to a new page where you have to re-enter your username and current temporary password, and then create a new password which you will enter twice. The new password must be at least 8 characters and contain a capital letter and a number and a symbol such as an exclamation point, an ampersand, $sign, etc. If the new password is not identical in both places you entered on that screen, you will receive a notification in red that says you must try again. If the password is accepted, you will also see a red message that the password was accepted. This message looks very similar to the other message, so read carefully to make sure the password is accepted or not. When the password is accepted, you will be redirected back to this main screen again, where you now must enter your new password along with your username. Remember that password, you'll need it in the future. Mac users who do not already have the Microsoft Remote Desktop app must download it for free from the App Store. Click Setup here for directions on how to download the Microsoft Remote Desktop app for the Mac OS. You will most likely be asked to enter a username and password as part of getting this app. This time, the username and password will be the Apple password you must enter to get free apps from the App Store. Once you have successfully installed the app, you will have an icon like this either at the bottom of the screen or on the screen where your apps are located. Next, you will need to download the RDP file. Click the Auction v4 Cloud link to download the RDP. If you're asked for a username and password at this point, it will still be your Mac username and password. When the download of the RDP is complete, you will see this file in your downloads. Your downloads can usually be seen by clicking the down arrow in the upper right of your Safari browser. Drag the RDP over to your desktop. It will still have the long name CPUB Auction, Main, etc., etc., and the icon will look just like the icon for the Remote Desktop app. At this point, I like to rename the icon so I can remember easily what it's for. So click on the icon and wait a second for the name below the icon to be clickable. Click on that name, and without removing the suffix at the end, change what comes before the suffix to Auction Cloud. So the new name will be auctioncloud.rdp. This makes much more sense. And from now on, when you want to get to your cloud account, you no longer have to do any of the previous steps. You will go directly to this icon on your desktop and click it. Please see the next tutorial for how to use the RDP to get into Auction and your project in the cloud on a Mac. Thank you for joining us.